is one of the greatest welterweights in UFC history, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Some criticized maybe his risk mitigation late in that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is an offensive fighter. He's got every skill in the book, and we'll see which ones he chooses to employ here tonight.
It's crazy because when he came off the Ultimate Fighter, he was known as a bit boring. But him and Trevor Whitman have such a great partnership that they have developed a style that works for Kamaru, and it works at such an elite level. He got caught. How does he bounce back? This guy, his jab is tremendous. He can knock you out with it. His wrestling and his top control is second to none. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills in the world. How does he implement those skills tonight when he steps inside the octagon?
And one thing you never have to worry about, the output, the work ethic, one of the hardest workers in the room in the UFC, and he is at the height of motivation getting back on the proven ground tonight. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson the Spider Silva steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, early round action here. Let's see how soon Kamaru Usman chooses to shoot. He talked to us a lot midweek about his jab and his overall improvements when it comes to his boxing game. So perhaps that's just pre-fight hyperbole, but midweek he talked like a man who wanted to box more than he wanted to wrestle here tonight. Usman's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Misses with the left hook.
Nice shot there by the champ.
A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again there.
Kamaru Usman showed in the Colby Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight in the world because he went through the fire in order to retain that title. Got the hook in quickly.
Frantic pace early on to this one. Whiffs on the right. Oh, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon. Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
Well, Silva's able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds.
Big ground and pound.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Lands with the ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Silva. Lands flush. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Silva's shot is blocked. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice crack there. Takedown defense holds up. Uppercut lands. 2 minutes to go. All right, so Anderson Silva's striking has been on point here tonight, and this crowd almost waiting with bated breath to see if he can close the show.
That's limited to Anderson, right? You know something big is coming, so you sit and you wait. Tonight, his striking has looked so good that you know it's only a matter of time before he gets his opponent out of there. He has looked amazing tonight, and it all is due to the fact that he's such a high-level striker. Nice transition.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Fighters back to their feet here. Oh, he lands another strike to the bottom. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Straight punch is true. Got the single collar tie.
Look at the control of the posture as that big knee lands.
Silva gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. All right, that calf kick starting to show some visible signs of bruising now.
And it's exciting him. He's excited to see that all the work that they've done in preparation is showing itself in the octagon.
Final seconds here of round one. Stunned, jump driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. What an end to round one. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Usman's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Good job keeping that head off the center line, slips to avoid the right hand. Takedown defense holds up. And he eats a right hand there. Silva gets tattooed by that straight punch.
Oh, nice signal, yes.
Usman's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount. This is a terrible position.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he's...
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
Great shot from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight. Nice punch to the head.
Well, new round, same result as he continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous round. That punch was deflected. Nicely done.
Another big takedown.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Usman's taking aim at that cut right now, DC, and you got to admire the fighter IQ, right? Might as well keep landing strikes on a target that you have damaged repeatedly throughout the fight. Well, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Huge left. That's good defense to block that punch. Oh, spinning back fist. Didn't see that one coming.
Another takedown lands.
Silva's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
That submission looks tight.
No, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You gotta make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, Silva's eye is starting to swell shut. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
Seconds winding down in round two. Making all these shots count. Right, that's the end of round number 2.
Stop.
All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward.
With me? Okay, listen. I need you to stay relaxed.
Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, he's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now, he's just targeting that cut on the nose.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
Oh, nice. He does everything so well. And he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Look at that. Quick finish. That was beautiful.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Usman going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman.
This is where he wants to be.
Under 3 minutes to go in our 3rd round. Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. Oh, big shots from the top. Silva's in half guard.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Kamaru Usman. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Nice. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
And now he's got the back.
In the half guard.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Usman. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Well, Silva's right back to the full mount here.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here.
And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
"30 seconds to go." Usman's in half guard. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition. There it is, now he's on the mount.
Final seconds of round 3.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
Okay, that was a good round, but we gotta put him away here. Let's not try to punish him with ground and pound. Let's just take that submission and get out of here. This fight should have been over already.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control risk. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice kick, yep.
Oh, big head kick there. He missed with that jab attempt there. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Now goes to the uppercut. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up kill. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Oh, hook shot blocked there. Man.
Oh, high shot. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Solid takedown.
Usman's in half guard now. Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Usman. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and it's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
Oh, no!
Good work from the top here by Kamaru Usman. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, Silva's in half guard. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Usman's now dealing with a cheek cut. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Usman, ground and pound from half guard.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity, no attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
Ready? Ready? Good.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Well, missed on that one. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Picture perfect body shot there, he's hurt.
I mean, that's unbelievable. That shot landed perfectly, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
Takedown defense is there. Effective punch from the clinch there by Silva. Just misses with the jab there. Well, the most significant stat in this fight has been body strikes, and at times in the past, maybe you could say he's been a headhunter, but tonight he has worked the body to great effect, and those are really starting to take their toll. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Battling for hooks.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got in on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job. Getting him out here. Oh.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Usman. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move. He's gotta start throwing now. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. That was nice.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound here. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Silva getting worked over, something fierce here by those hammer fists.
He passes the half.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman.
He's doing a really good job of putting himself in position.
Well, Silva's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
1 minute to go in the fight. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Usman's right back to the full mount. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning. The position of the underhook opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot. Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen.
This
Ladies
is a
and
really,
gentlemen,
really close
after
fight.
5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision.
For the winner by split decision, and